What's up guys? It's Joshua here, and this is more of an impromptu video because I just literally seen this happen. This is pretty new. This new thing called the super straight movement, which has been catching steam on TikTok. I am not even a TikTok user, so that's to tell you how much this has been catching steam. I don't even have the app on my phone, and somehow it's made its way to YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, which is the three social medias that I use the most. And I literally, anytime I scroll, it's either in my recommended, it's on my timeline, or it somehow just ends up being a hashtag that's trending. Yeah, I guess I needed to make a video on it just to see like what more can TikTok even bring to fruition. Now they're saying this is a new sexuality. I don't know if it's gonna be a serious thing or if this is just more for memes, being that a lot of things in 2021 are just for memes and not even for serious ventures. Like, you could do anything in 2021 and no one's gonna be like, oh man, he's serious, you know. Everyone's gonna be like, it's probably a joke, it's probably just a meme. Anyway, we're gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna get my laptop. Yeah, we're here on this website called hitc.com. I have no clue what this website is, by the way. That's probably why I'm failing my classes, because all my references for my papers are just wrong. And these are just weird websites, but anyway, seems good enough to me. There's a lot of ads, a super amount of ads for no reason. Yeah, so what is the straight movement on TikTok? Super straight flag gets slammed. This is by Prerna Nabier. I hope I said your name right. Shout out to you, 17 hours ago actually. This is, like I said, this is super recent. The super straight movement has been taking over TikTok, and its followers have come out with its flag. Here's everything you need to know about the latest trend that is getting slammed on social media. Great. So point thing here is that she's already, thank you to Prerna, who said this is a trend. So what happens with the trend, it never really stays. It's gonna have its point where it's going to dip down and it's not gonna be anything anymore. Like I said, this could just be a meme. TikTok has become a breeding ground for trends as several users come together and share their collective thoughts. Lately, these trends have been getting slammed on Twitter. The super straight movement is the latest addition and is defined as a new sexuality that means that you are only attracted to cisgender women or men. I know there's the original video of this guy right here.
Yo guys, I made a new sexuality now, actually. It's called super straight, okay? Since straight people or straight men as myself, I get called transphobic because I wouldn't date a trans woman. You know, they're like, would you date a trans woman? I'm like, no, why? That's a female. No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want a real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender, women, that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now because that's just my sexuality, you know?
Yeah, that was the video. That was the video there. That was the guy. That was this guy here. The super straight movement on TikTok. I continue to read. If you scroll through TikTok, you will notice multiple people identifying themselves as super straight. TikTok user Kyle Royce was the first one to give rise to the term. Even though he has removed the original video, people have been sharing it all over social media. As mentioned above, a super straight person is someone who is attracted towards the opposite gender on the basis that they are cisgender. Cisgender is defined as being a person whose gender identity corresponds with the sex the person had or was identified as having at birth. Basically, it's someone that they are biologically that gender, not surgically repaired in, but they are biologically that gender, and that's the only type of form of sexuality that you are basically sexually attracted to. These TikTok users have also come up with a flag to symbolize super straight people. The flag is made up of black and orange colors. You know what that is, right? I think y'all know what that is. I can't say it or else somehow I'm gonna get demonetized. Several users have made their flag their profile picture or have been using it in their bio. I could just see a whole bunch of black and orange just all over people's profiles. Just people just like, yes, we have something to identify by, so let's put black and orange, dude. Anyway, this guy's like, people are using the super straight flag on TikTok. Cringe. Dude, everything about TikTok is cringe. Why are we even saying cringe? Like, oh, you're using their super straight flag. Like, yeah, if he wants to do it, you're already on a platform that's super cringe. You might as well. Super straight movement backlash. People have been slamming this trend, and several of them have raised their voices on social media. On March 6, 2021, hashtag super straight started trending on Twitter as people used it to point out how problematic this trend was. I don't see how problematic it can actually be. I mean, I see it as more like, this is what you want to identify with. This is who you're sexually attracted to. I don't see how there's much of a problem. Let's see if the website actually gives it more a reason as to why it's problematic, because from here it doesn't really look so. At the same time, people have been slamming the users who are supporting the super straight movement. TikTok users have created multiple videos pointing out why this trend must come to an end. As of now, the super straight hashtag has had over 40.9 million views on TikTok. That's insane. Yeah, that's the entire article. That's actually insane. How is that even possible to get 40.9 million views on a trend, dude? Like, this trend just started, so the fact that it's even blowing up like that, that's insane. My thoughts on this, I don't really see the big problem about it. What I've heard from different people in the LGBTQ community is that it's kind of almost like rebelling against, hey, transgender women, men who turn to women surgically. It's basically bashing them and saying, hey, we don't want you and we don't like your kind, which it's kind of the most harsh way to look at it, because we all have our preferences, right? There's people who identify as asexual, right? But I don't see them getting slammed for being asexual. I guess the only reason they're gonna get super straight is gonna get slammed for is because it's being straight, meaning they already have the privilege of being in this society and being someone who is already widely accepted. But I feel like the LGBTQ community is pretty accepted worldwide already, or at least in majority of countries. I feel like they've already caught on to being LGBTQ pro rather than not. But I guess being super straight, it sounds very douchebag and really my name's Dan and I'm super straight. Like, that's how it sounds. It really doesn't sound like a right thing. It doesn't sound automatic like, oh man, I wouldn't mind being part of that, you know? It just sounds like a douchebag thing to do. And I can totally see why, but what they're standing for doesn't seem like it's anything harmful that would harm the transgender community. Because I mean, look at it this way. If I want a certain type of cookie, my favorite type of cookie is macadamia cookies. I wouldn't want a raisin cookie. Why? Because I don't like raisin cookies and I would rather have the macadamia. If you gave me the choice between the two, I would choose the macadamia one. Not that I'm shaming raisin cookies. I like anyone who likes raisin cookies. I'm sure I have thousands of friends. No, I don't have any friends. Why am I saying I have thousands of friends? I have 0 friends. I'm sure I have 10 friends who like raisin cookies. But I don't like raisin cookies. I like macadamia cookies. So if you look at it like that, and somebody in my comment section is probably going to tell me that I'm stupid because I'm comparing people to cookies, well, that you're just going to have to live with it, because I just did. I just think that you're going to get backlash anyway. Either way, you're going to get backlash. Just look at where we live right now in the world. You're going to get backlash for pretty much anything. It doesn't matter. You can agree with being super straight, and you don't have to agree with it being super straight. If you don't agree with being super straight, move on with your life. I'm sure they're not going to hurt anyone. Now, if they become toxic and they start, bashing the LGBTQ community, that's a different story. I think that's a different story. If they start becoming very toxic and start, bashing these people for their own beliefs and because they don't think what they're doing is right, that's when it becomes toxic, and that's when it becomes a problem. And I can see why you would have a problem with it. But so far, I haven't really seen anything saying that super straight trend and the movement has not really been toxic at all. It's just a group of people who just want to identify as cisgender, and I totally get it. But what's your opinion? Leave it in the comments. If you like the video, give it a like. If you dislike the video, you can dislike it. I know there's going to be people who are going to be on that side of the fence anyway. I'm not going to be like, you're wrong or anything. Everybody has their own opinions, and I feel that's what this all comes down to. If you have your own opinion, you just live with your own opinion. You don't have to bash someone else because they don't have to have the same opinion as you. Anyway, I will see you later in my next video. Peace.